What's up,
All
guys?
right, guys.
We're the
Welcome
Sane
back
Society.
to the Sane Society.
You have myself,
You got
Jajik,
myself, Jajik,
Jasmine, and
and
Jagad.
You're hitting those high notes?
Yeah.
So this is our movie review of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, they didn't come out with a second one.
Wrong
yeah, that's
movie.
True.
Wrong movie. Hold on, bro.
Oh yeah, it's Ant-Man.
It's Ant-Man
It's
and
Ant-Man.
Wasp,
It's Ant-Man.
Quantumania.
My bad.
What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah, yeah.
My bad. I got
Wait,
confused.
did you even see the right
no,
movie?
they're similar.
Maybe
They're similar. I
very
understand.
similar. They're very similar. Maybe I watched
They're
the wrong
very, yeah.
movie.
Wait. Yo, we might have to record this later.
Okay, yeah. So it's Ant-Man and Wasp,
Quantumania.
Quantumania.
Yeah.
So
First, do you want to do ratings first?
Nah, I think we save that to the end.
yeah, we'll say that to the end. We'll just talk.
I think
about
you're getting
it.
a little too
Yeah.
a little too
Well,
excited. Shark
'cause-
boy.
I mean, I wanted to talk about my initial review because I know you asked me when you got out of the theater.
Theater. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, we'll just screw it because that's not even a proper rating.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
so like, okay. Oh, by the way, full spoiler
Full,
review.
yeah.
Like completely.
Yeah, if you haven't already been subscribed to us.
Yeah.
Everything's always a spoiler.
It's always
yeah,
a
it's always a spoiler. Yeah.
My theater was dark.
What do you mean it was dark?
You know how we were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about like
The color grading.
the color, like how
Yeah.
dark it was.
Yeah.
It was dark.
It was dark.
Yeah.
It was
But
dark.
to be honest, I
For you
didn't.
too?
I think
I
so.
couldn't
Was it
tell.
dark?
I couldn't tell
so
if
the
it was
color.
just because of the theater I went
We were
to.
talking about the color grading for when Scott's fighting Kang at the end.
Right.
Yeah, so somebody was just showing what it looked like before they did the color grading
Yeah.
and how they've turned it so much darker.
Yeah.
And then it was just a funny thing on Twitter because they're just saying how like because it's darker they can get away with shitty CGI.
Oh.
And I was like, that does make sense. But
that
then
does make sense.
the thing with this movie is it was so heavily CGI,
CGI.
Yeah.
that it makes sense that because there were moments where the CGI was off-putting, I guess.
Multiple moments. Multiple.
Yeah, like mainly with
We'll
like
get into it. Right? Are we
Sure.
getting into it right now?
we can get into
I
it
mean,
right
Fuck
now.
it,
Yeah.
But like
Okay, mainly
with Ant-Man
Yeah.
grabbing things, like
Yeah.
when he had his daughter,
Yeah.
Right, when he was big.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that was just so noticeable.
No,
in the
but even
foreground.
when she went small, she
Yeah.
like in the initial like sort of riot running type thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
she shrinks. She's running on the ground, and the CGI was
It felt
terrible.
kinda weird,
It was terrible. It looked as though like they had a green screen under her feet,
That's exactly
Yeah,
what it
okay.
was.
and
Yeah.
then there was just like
Yeah.
a little like
yeah,
out of place action figure.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Personally though, I'm not a big critic on CGI. 'cause-
Anymore
No,
for
just
Marvel.
just in general. Well, I mean, yeah, there's like there's lower standards now for
Yeah,
Marvel.
Yeah.
So I was just happy we got like a half decent film.
Yeah.
But just in general, like CGI, I'm like, because you grew up in a time where CGI wasn't
The
there.
best.
The best, yeah.
so I could.
But
it's
even
okay.
first of
know?
all, Transformers one CGI better than this movie CGI.
yeah.
Actually, yeah.
He
I
had
agree.
to-
I
he almost
agree.
caught himself. He's like,
I
hold
agree.
on.
I was
I
like,
agree.
He's like, hold on, wait,
I was
hold
like,
on.
wait,
Let me think
no,
about
I
that
agree.
Yeah.
before I
You
put my
know?
stamp on that bitch.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. The other thing that I have a question about, maybe because I probably wasn't paying attention. We went to the VIP theater.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm like fucking ordering shit half
Oh,
the
yeah?
time.
That's sick.
But that's why I was like, I wasn't sure if it was just because like that theater.
I thought you were gonna come here like nearby,
You
just
know
so
you
you
can
could
order
swing
shit
by
at-
after,
At Landmark as well, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
get some beers
But-
and shit. Anyways,
But what was the difference between the exiled Kangs plot versus like the whole
regular Kangs?
the like the group of them that are like actually working together?
yeah, they
No,
don't explain
They
that.
don't explain that at all.
They don't really explain that, but
Yeah.
he's like the real conqueror Kang.
Yeah,
Because
but
the
like,
other ones are Kangs, but they're not
But wait,
They're
conquerors.
different variants of
Because
them.
they're
they're variants, but they
Yeah.
they have their own sort of plot going on.
They
of,
do.
like, what
they
they
do.
want.
They do.
And like when he was explaining it, it seemed like they both just had like the same shit, but like the only difference was
they don't-
because he's seen the end of time.
Yeah.
I think it's about the way that they're going.
Well, like the way. Okay, the way I.
it's
perceived
the
it-
way they're going about achieving their goals.
Yeah.
So from what I just like when I was just reading up on Kang,
Mm-hmm.
all the different variants are essentially trying to get peace in the same way Thanos is. But you know how Thanos is like he killed 50% of the population,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and then he wants the other 50% just to be like grateful that they're
Yeah.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
These guys want to kill off 99% of the other timelines, and they want to stop those other timelines and just preserve like the peaceful timeline.
Sure.
So they're to like the extreme.
Yeah.
And then where King the Conqueror, I guess, is different from these guys. Is I guess he's just more vindictive with it, because they all think like they're going for peace,
Yeah.
whereas he's actually just full on just like butchering.
Well,
and, like he's like, yo, fuck
well,
this shit. Like no, like this
so,
timeline's
okay,
getting cut
so
off.
the-
I'm
But then
killing
he was
you.
far-
I'm
like, the way
killing
it-
that.
the way it
I'm
was-
doing this.
The way
you
it was
know?
portrayed though was like as though he was against them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was like at the end of the movie, you're
They
thinking
didn't
like,
ha-
shit. Wait, was he a good guy? Was he
Yeah,
actually trying to stop
yeah,
something?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
those are the questions that
Yeah.
you have at the end of the movie. Right?
Yeah.
But if they're all
They
thinking
didn't-
the
they
same thing,
they didn't really
then it doesn't
explain
even
it.
It
matter.
doesn't matter. But
So-
like I guess
And
the
why
difference.
exile him?
I guess the difference is because he was saying it the whole time that he saw the end of time.
Yeah.
So like whatever
So-
happens at the end of time is
Yeah.
the reason he's
There was also
pushing against like the other Kangs.
Like go ahead. What you can
there was also a theory where did you watch Loki episodes like
Yeah,
I'll
I've seen the
say-
whole. I've,
right.
I've
so
seen the
they're
whole
saying
thing.
like he's the king that like he who remains,
he who remains.
Yeah.
and then the king that they showed in Ant-Man and Wasp is also that's the same Kang just earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
So there were just people just making that connection that is probably him because the reason why the He Who Remains created the TVA is to stop any like timelines from
Mhm.
getting created. Like the minute they're gonna get created,
Yeah.
They get shut down.
They shut it down and they bring the person to trial, like whoever
Yeah.
was the cause of it.
Yeah.
And then this is a totally other point other than that is that MCU is kind of mixing the multiverse and timelines.
Together.
Yeah, they are.
So I know that might be confusing for some people
Yeah.
because some of these timelines, if they go on for long enough and they divert from the original timeline,
Mhm.
they can become a nexus point and they can branch out more timelines, like infinite timelines
Sure,
from that
sure.
nexus point.
Yeah.
So
So
it's-
it's basically like multiverses.
Yeah.
But they're
So
but,
now-
but
they're-
MCU is like merging those two concepts,
Concepts
together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could say like a multiverse is that nexus point where that timeline created,
Yeah.
and then the timelines are just like short, like little variations.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so does that mean because they were talking about it in the movie that like the Kangs are creating, what do they call them when the two universes like basically destroy each other?
Incursions.
Incursions,
Like
yeah.
they're creating incursions
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatnot to like destroy these
Yeah.
universes.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Okay, so like, does that mean that he's like the cause of all incursions, or he's just
Kang the Conqueror, like the
yeah?
No, so at least from the comics, they all are aware.
Yeah.
The thing with Kang is that he's aware because they're from like the 30th century.
Yeah.
They have advanced tech,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and he goes back and he like rewrites his past,
Yeah.
and they're aware of what's gonna happen in the timeline, and then they're all even though they're all different, they're all doing the same thing.
What I
And
what
it's
I
kind of
mean
like
is you know how
they're in a fight to like be the last Kang standing, essentially.
sure, but you know what I like in what I mean is you know how in Doctor Strange they explained that like it was like Doctor Strange who created like an incursion.
Yeah.
So like my question is
Kang the one
is
creating?
Kang like the actual reason incursions are happening, or is
Oh, I
is
see
it
what you're saying.
actually like
yeah. I don't know.
They
the
don't
other
explain that.
way?
They don't explain that.
They don't explain that at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just know that he's hopping between multiverses with his
Mm.
Yeah.
ship that he has,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I guess that's an attribute with all kings or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But the thing is, right? Like he was the exiled one, right?
Yeah, they
So
call
I'm
him the
assuming they
exiled
exiled
one.
him because he was too strong.
I don't know.
They don't say.
I was
Because
But-
if that's the case, that means the rest of the Kangs ain't shit.
yeah.
Or
No,
just
but-
not
okay.
as powerful.
Right? No, but then there's like no sense of threat because this is a Thanos level villain
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
that
like
they're supposed
unless
to
it's
set up
Yeah.
for the rest of the MCU.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, you know the movie The One with Jet Li.
Yeah.
If they do something like that, where for each king that
Dies,
dies,
they
the
get
other kings
stronger.
get stronger.
Right.
Mm.
So then, if that's what he's trying to
I
do,
don't think they're doing that though.
okay,
Yeah.
that'd be
Okay.
cool.
Cause
But-
like at the end of in the post credit scene, you know, you see all the other Kangs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so
they
you-
were like, they were talking about how like one of them wished they were the ones that killed the exiled one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
There's
yeah,
just-
the link when they do that, the link that they make from like, okay, they killed Kang, that means these guys are now like multiversal level threats
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it was quantum realm.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any
it doesn't make
sense.
any
That it was
sense.
such a big leap in judgment
Big
from like
leap,
from just like
bro.
Kang dying to that. Like it was just
Yeah.
like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
But it was also the quantum realm
Yeah.
too. So unless there's a new link between the quantum realm
Well,
and
No,
I think
and also
it-
because why didn't they perceive any of this when they had the
While it was
multiversal, actual multiversal incursions,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
right?
during Doctor Strange.
and
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
No Way Home,
Yeah.
and with No Way
Yeah.
Home,
And that
Yeah.
one.
Like,
100%.
like-
Where were they?
like what the hell were they
But
doing then?
the thing is, the quantum realm, like I think the way they show it is like it's a universe, right?
But
it's like another universe,
it's within our own like
right? But like
universe.
but if like atoms and like everything subatomic makes up the rest of the universe, you can kind of say it's like the foundation of everything, right?
Yeah, the quantum realm.
Yeah. So if you were to destroy the quantum realm, you would
You
destroy,
destroy the universe.
But
Yeah.
you'd have to.
But that's
you
like
wouldn't
a
be able to-
universe within a universe.
That's
thing.
if, that's
'Cause,
if
like,
you
yeah.
could destroy quantum realms.
Yeah, if you could. Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
like there's like infinite amounts, right? Like it would just be
Yeah.
fucking endless.
I don't know.
That's
right?
true. The universe is endless.
Yeah.
So.
Right, but like, see, then that's the other thing that doesn't make sense, is if you go into the quantum realm, how did they end up in the same spot that the wife
Yeah.
got stranded in?
Yeah.
They should have just been in another part of the
And-
quantum
yeah,
realm
'cause-
universe, right?
Well,
like an
okay,
XYZ
actually no,
planet.
because MODOK is kind of what brought him in.
Oh yeah,
Because they were sending a signal down,
Yeah, that's true.
so you could say that
Mm.
he that was the point of origin, and he kind of like
but
forced them
even
in.
though the way MODOK got sent there, he got sent like randomly in Ant-Man 1.
Yeah, he should have
So
he should have been
should've
blitzed
no,
out
but
or
he should have been
something.
in like another universe. Or
Like, what are the odds that he
planet,
shows up in that one same area?
sector, and
Yeah.
gets found, gets saved,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Mm,
true.
yeah.
That sucks. But he did look funny, man. I actually,
Dude.
every time he's on screen, man, I was actually just
No,
laughing.
as soon as they showed him, I started laughing, bro.
Yeah.
As soon as they show his CGI, his big ass fucking face,
Like,
My name is Darren.
Darren.
And I am not a dick.
Yeah.
Honestly, yo, he's the MVP. He was MVP of the movie. I don't
Like-
give a fuck, bro. He's hilarious, bro.
when you're used to the
With his like little arms.
the
and shit.
Ant-Man comedy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this fit with that. So
It
I
did,
actually
it
didn't.
did.
I didn't mind
I
the comedy.
guess.
Like, I was entertained
Yeah.
the whole way through. Because even the visuals,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
shit was crazy. Like, I really like the trippiness of the. I think they're on that the first thing that they're flying on. It's like a
That
manta ray thing,
Manta ray type thing.
and then they just slowly start going vertical, and it's still
Water.
yeah. Well, like
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
was really
no, that
cool.
was really dope. Like the whole world that was set up
Yeah.
in the quantum realm was sick. Like
Yeah.
the whole
Mhm.
Star Wars.
It was Star
vibe,
Wars,
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Yeah,
Like, what-
I liked
like
it.
the
I
whole
liked it.
Different. Yeah, it was sick, and
Yeah.
I would have loved.
And that
if-
even that little drink that they had to take to
yeah,
start
to understand the language and everything.
Yeah,
And the thing is, I would have loved had this been like a Star Wars like movie where they went in, they learned the rebel forces,
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
created like an actual rebel force and like opposed Kang, who was the pseudo Darth Vader.
By the way, it took Cassie to get these guys
Yo.
to rebel.
Yeah.
After how
she-
many years?
she's just on-
after
yeah,
more than 30 years.
some random
More
chick,
than 30 years.
some random girl,
Yeah.
just on this projector screen thing, and she's just like,
Yo,
"Yo,
I'm in
we're
the
here putting
tower."
in work," and then it cuts out. You're just gonna assume she died. Like if I was a
Yeah.
rebel force, I'm like, okay, she just got murked out. like,
But-
why are we still storming the castle? like,
Yeah.
she just got shot out.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I feel like they should have leaned into that whole like rebel Star Wars,
yeah.
The rebellion vibe. Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
it wasn't. It didn't
You know
feel.
what-
You didn't feel any of the
Here's what-
stakes, bro.
here's what
I didn't feel any stakes.
Here's
during
what I
this
was
movie.
expecting, man. I was expecting them to be on opposing sides, where Ant-Man would have been convinced by Kang,
Yeah,
and he would have joined them.
yeah,
Or yeah, he would have joined, or the other way around.
yeah.
I expected
And
it to.
then the other group would have been with the rebels, and then they
Yeah.
would have realized mid clash, like, oh shit, like one of us is on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
actually expected them to kind of clash in that moment when Ant-Man goes for the core.
Yeah,
That's where I thought the
the
actual
clash was gonna happen.
was gonna
yeah,
happen.
because he's like, oh,
Yeah.
like
They have Cassie. Like that's
Yeah,
all that matters
exactly,
to me, right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
it's like,
No,
all right, let's
I-
team up against Kang.
The way I was seeing it was, I thought Kang was gonna sweet talk him
yeah.
into like fooling
sure.
him to think
No,
that I'm actually
then-
a good guy.
Yeah,
Even
that's
yo,
how he should have done it.
yo,
Exactly,
here's
bro.
because even like
Because he fooled
the
her.
little-
He fooled the
like,
the
I don't know-
mom. I forgot.
I don't
her
know
name,
too
the
much about him, but
grandmother.
even
Janet.
Janet. Yeah,
that would have been so much better had they done that. Because this is what I want to tell you before.
yeah,
Was it would have been nice had they introduced a movie with just Kang and like Victor Timely that they
yeah. At the
announced?
end. Yeah,
if they had just done
Oh, yeah.
a movie of just him and not
Yeah.
actually say that he's Kang,
yeah,
because there's like so many different variations of Kang.
yeah,
Because there's a Nathaniel Richards, which is like the original Kang,
yeah.
Mhm.
which is Reed Richards' son.
Great grandson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then there's
Yeah.
another variation where he's actually related to Doctor Doom.
yeah.
Then there's another one where he's actually Iron Lad and he created the Young Avengers. And
Even
stuff.
Iron Lad is still Nathaniel Richards.
Is the same guy?
Yeah,
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 okay.
it's the same guy.
He's
So
still him.
then
Most variations of him are Nathaniel Richards.
are they?
There's only the one that's slightly
Like some of them
related
are
to
bad,
Doom.
some like, but there's some of them are actually
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
So they could have leaned into this thing where they show him as like a superhero,
yeah.
Mhm.
and then we see him turn evil because they haven't done that.
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
That would have been
That-
sick,
right?
Yeah,
But
Like,
that's
but
what
because
was the
and then
Iron
you would have
Man.
noticed
Yeah.
that in Quantumania where
he's turning evil.
and he's Kang the Conqueror. You're like,
Yeah.
yo, it's the same guy. And,
Yeah.
it would have been a whole thing.
Yeah, I guess that would be pretty cool.
No,
but
that'd
they'd
be
have to set
insane.
up, I feel like the
A lot.
Fantastic Four
lot.
first,
A
like
lot.
so much
Yeah.
other shit.
I mean, they could have chosen like a different Kang
Kang,
variant.
like
they
from a
don't. They
different
don't
Because
have.
Iron Lad, though, like in the comics, the one that becomes Iron Lad, the only reason he becomes Iron Lad is because another Kang comes back and he's like, "Yo, you gotta be evil," and he's like, "Nah, fuck you." He's like, "Nah, I'll be good now," and that's what changes
But,
his
like-
whole like.
Yeah, but exactly. But you wouldn't even know that he's Kang the Conqueror, because even the one that's Egyptian,
Yeah.
like he went back in time
To ancient Egyptian
to
times.
to ancient Egypt just so he could control like humans and stuff better.
Yeah.
And even his ship is a Sphinx, and he left that shit there because he's like, I want these guys to question why the fuck that's even there.
yeah.
Like it's like their way
Yeah.
of saying, like, because we still don't know how the pyramids
Yeah,
got there, right?
yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
their way of
Yeah.
explaining that. But yeah, like they could have gone off like in any way they wanted, really.
But did you notice
Right?
like the way, you know how they're all like portaling in,
Mm-hmm.
all the Kangs at the end? in
Oh
that
yeah,
fight scene?
yeah.
The way they portaled in,
Was the Reed Richards one?
same
Yeah.
way Reed Richards portals in
Like
Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same sort
What-
of square.
When I walked out of the movie, I thought this movie should have been placed after Doctor Strange.
Right after.
yeah, like
Yeah.
immediately after.
Well,
Like
Thor
immediately,
had
yeah.
Thor had no relevance.
But
At
that's
all.
why
To
I
any
think
of
it's
it.
okay for it to be like the ending of like phase
five.
4.
Yeah.
Before. Yeah.
Because like for one, it has no relevance. Two, we don't know if Thor's ever gonna like actually return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it would be
That
like
was
kind
another
of
thing
like
I
a
was-
send off for him, but also a send off for phase like 4.
Yeah.
Like it also like it wouldn't really matter where you place it, but I don't know. I feel like like Ant-Man would have made phase 4
better.
so relevant.
Yeah.
Better if it
Yeah.
had been earlier too, because the whole time we were kind of spent there like,
So
where's
what's
Kang?
happening?
Where's
Yeah.
Kang? We saw him at the end of Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen
Yeah.
shit since.
Yeah.
It would have been better to have this earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if the other ones didn't have any tie into it, just have it spliced in the middle somewhere, just because then we would have had it earlier.
Yeah.
And
I-
they could have started
yeah.
phase 5 with another Kang thing, because they're doing Kang Dynasty, right?
They
Yeah.
are,
Avengers
yeah.
Kang Dynasty. Yeah.
So, whatever.
But yeah, he was like basically a pseudo Darth Vader.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
even did the Force and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
And it would have been
here's
amazing
Here's
had
the other thing with
had-
his powers. He can any energetic force.
Yeah.
He can take it in, and
Yeah.
it buffs up his suit,
Oh, okay.
because he's like from the future and he has the
Yeah.
tech.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I was literally just sitting there like, how did they beat him?
Yeah.
Like, how did
I
they
don't
beat
Yeah.
know.
him?
When after
Yeah.
he had the suit, I was like, they're not supposed
There's
to win
no-
this.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
winning this. Yeah, and
They
that's where I thought
shouldn't.
it was gonna go. Like I thought they were gonna be.
Ant-Man should have died, bro.
Yeah.
I told you as soon as we got out, like this is the third movie in the trilogy. He should have died here, and this should have been what released Kang into the world.
Well, I mean, I feel like
And that would've
regardless,
started everything.
I feel like regardless of him dying or not, like Ant-Man,
Yeah.
Kang should have been released.
he should have. Yeah.
The thing is, bro, they couldn't kill 2 Avengers in one movie.
Wait, who did I say?
Jared.
He died in Avenger. He died in Avenger.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
That's too much, bro.
You're right.
It's too much.
Okay, even if Ant-Man doesn't die, because I know everyone loves
Like-
Paul Rudd and stuff, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Like
but,
it also could have made sense because at the end of like the movie, like after the end of the fight, like his suit's kind of jacked up.
Yeah.
So it can
Yeah.
make sense that he has to kind of like yeah, he got out, but like he can't initiate his plans
Exactly. He needs to
immediately
Yeah.
repair himself.
Yeah.
because he needs to repair
And
the
he
suit,
doesn't have the
and
tech
like he
to
doesn't
do
have the
it.
tech
Yeah, it would have made
because of
perfect
the
sense.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the way they were explaining King, like the bits that they did give us. But
Yeah.
then when I started looking into King, I'm like, they really didn't give us enough,
Mm-hmm.
right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like that was on purpose though, but like
But-
it's not supposed to be like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but the
It's
thing
one
is,
of those movies where I feel like I don't know, like 4 or 5 years from now, you're gonna be like, wait, that movie's actually really good because of what just happened now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's
okay.
but MCU has
But,
a
like, it
habit of
shouldn't-
that.
It shouldn't be like
MCU
that.
has
But
a habit of doing
It
that.
Yeah.
has a habit of doing
Yeah.
that, but like the comparison, I guess, to, like other films where they had that,
Yeah.
like they still stand well by themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Versus
Yeah.
this one,
It-
it's
it-
yeah.
not
Yeah.
doing the best job
Yeah.
of doing that.
And that's the issue I had like even before it came out. Like I didn't want to watch this movie at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
But like, it's a trilogy movie. It's the ending of a trilogy.
yeah.
But they're using it as it's just a setup. It
setup.
just felt like a setup.
It's a
movie,
setup. Yeah, 100%.
right? Because in the second movie we didn't get anything in the quantum realm really.
No, we did. I mean,
Because they were fighting that girl that.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
white-
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
whatever they were
ghost.
doing,
yeah.
Yeah.
right? But had they used the second movie to kind of go into the quantum realm a little
Quantum
bit,
Realm.
they could have taken that screen time
That's
away from
true.
this movie
That's
and
true.
used it to flesh it out,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like especially with Kang a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Bro, and the Mexican guy wasn't in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
was in the
wasn't.
other
Yeah.
2 movies.
That's true.
Ti wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But also, I did like I guess kind of the trauma that their grandma had, Janet.
Yeah.
I
About the
kind of liked
quantum
it,
realm?
but it felt like the dialogue just felt weird.
Wait, this pissed me off the whole movie. Janet knew about Kang,
Yeah.
an Avengers level threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your I guess
Like way back.
your son-in-law, I guess in this case,
Yeah.
is an Avenger.
Yeah.
You don't tell
No, exactly.
him or even like
Anybody.
even like Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Like you don't go to
Yeah.
Hulk, be like, yo, I don't know whoever's like the head of Avengers right
yeah,
now, or like
yeah.
because
The
like
leader.
I know that like Captain Marvel's still doing her thing.
Yeah.
From like Shang-Chi, we see that like
Yeah.
Bruce Banner is still like
Yeah.
doing
yeah.
his thing. So
Yeah.
like, why didn't Janet just go to one of them and say like, yo, I left him there, but there is a possibility
Yeah.
that this Avengers level threat can get
Yo,
out.
also,
Yeah.
it's
It
not
makes
100%.
it made
Yo,
no
it's
sense.
it's
Hold
not-
on.
I
It's not
agree.
And
even
it's
that
the
she just
same-
left him there. She left him there and let all like she doesn't even know what happened or what the result of what
Exactly.
she
Yeah,
did there.
Yeah.
But like the other thing about it was like even at the end of this movie, Paul Rudd, like Ant-Man, Scott Lang, same thing. He just fought an Avengers level like threat
Yeah.
By himself.
by himself.
By himself.
Yeah.
but like he, you know, he like Kang's telling him this whole thing, the end of time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
other Kangs,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, like whatever the information that he got out of Kang, and he doesn't go to like whoever to be
Yeah.
like, yo, potentially,
Potentially, yeah.
like I stopped it, but like potentially,
Because
Even-
he has
even-
that sort of
e-
meltdown in his brain too.
Yeah,
I was
at
like,
the end of the movie.
Even
Yeah.
that, yeah, even that ran like he's walking down the street and he's like, yeah, no, he's dead, right? Wait, no, but what if he's not actually dead?
Yeah.
He's going back and
Yeah.
forth.
so,
and-
so I don't know. To me, it just made sense. Like, why didn't Janet like
yeah.
tell anybody
Also,
that
how do
there's
they-
Kang
how are they
is
gonna
around?
how are they gonna explain that this guy's not dead?
Who?
Well, that's
Like, they
that's
have
if
to-
they use this
They
guy
have to use a
again.
different variant though.
No,
That's
they
what-
could use him.
They
like,
should.
bro,
They
he
can't.
just
There's
got.
no
He just
how.
got.
Shrunk,
Well, he like quantum.
quantumified.
That thing, that like energy source that
Yeah.
he like burned up with, like that should have killed him.
Why? It looked like he got sucked into it, not that he
Did
got
it?
burned up.
yeah.
It literally looked like he got sucked into it, bro. So you have like time, quantum physics. They can do any sort of fuckery. Just black
just
hole
explain
that
shit.
bitch.
Just explain random shit. Yeah.
Literally be like, it was a black hole or
There's
something.
a black hole. He got out.
And he's gonna. That one's gonna come back as a good guy.
You think so?
Heard it
hope
here
so.
first.
If he comes back, I want him to come back as the Conqueror. Like, because
Yeah.
they called him, they
They
name
literally
dropped him
called
as
him
the
King the
Conqueror.
Conqueror.
They did.
So like,
I
I
wish they
want him
hadn't
to
done that,
actually
though.
come back as the Conqueror, like
Bro,
the
the
King.
thing is, man, like when him and Paul Rudd were fighting
Yeah,
at the end,
yeah.
Yo, and he's
Bro.
pulling out his boxing moves.
I literally wanted to. Boo! I wanted him to be like mid-fight, be like, "Yo, I've been boxing."
Like Creed 3 and
Creed
Red.
3 is coming.
Yeah.
There you go. I've been boxing. Or
Yo,
you know,
that,
like,
that was actually really cool though. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I liked how he was boxing, but and that's why I was just like, yo, there's no way this guy just
he wins.
lost.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like I
don't
told you,
know.
like his suit can take any energetic
Yeah.
force and it'll actually power him up.
Yeah. So when he got shot
So-
by an energy blast,
Exactly.
bruh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say like his shit was malfunctioning at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's
That's
the
fine.
ants fucked him up, bro.
But you know how he drops like I guess he name drops Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because in like the comics, I guess like his hammer has that energetic force to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Thor just always loses to him.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
because like God of Thunder and stuff, and he has that energetic.
So the
it's
yeah,
just-
and he so the fact that he name dropped that means he's fought Thor before.
and Thor's strong as shit.
Exactly. That means only
He's stronger than Ant-Man.
100%.
Like,
100%. Wow, that's bullshit.
and Wasp.
Yeah.
Like,
I like, bro. Yo, I liked that when he goes to like grab the core.
Yeah.
That whole probability shit happens.
that was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That was really
And
cool.
you see Baskin Robbins Ant-Man.
Yeah,
That's
that was pretty
prime.
cool.
That's
Peak-
prime.
yeah,
that's peak.
Peak Scott
Yo,
Lang.
you know,
Scott Lang.
everyone in India was like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go.
No, but
Baskin
the
Robbins,
fact- the
31
fact that-
flavors.
Yo. The fact that Ant-Man basically made an anthill
Yeah.
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
himself. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's kind
I
of
thought
cool.
That was
That's
kinda
kinda cool, you know?
He got them all together like ants. And then-
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Darren guy's like, how is he doing this? How is he control? Like, I don't know how he's controlling probability shit like this.
Yeah.
Either. That's weird,
true.
Cassie, bro.
but yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I thought. That's why I thought it'd be a big enough driving force to put him on the other side, compare like, and then fight against those guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the dialogue as much though.
Mm.
Especially for I think it was Janet.
Yeah.
It just did like some of the stuff just didn't make sense when she was like, she doesn't tell her husband about what happened,
Mhm.
and she's like, yeah, I'm just trying to forget about this, but like,
Yeah.
Bro,
come
but
on,
like that's what I'm saying. That like the whole time it was pissing me off. I was like, why wouldn't you tell
Like,
anybody about
anybody,
Kang?
yeah.
like they didn't
Like,
execute
Kang.
they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
execute her trauma in the right way.
No, they didn't. They
No,
didn't,
yeah,
no.
you
that's
know,
true.
because she aged like 30 years or whatever that
Mhm,
was
mhm.
that she was in there.
Yeah.
So I can understand her
Yeah.
having that problem, but they also didn't like timestamp, you know, how long they were working on fixing his ship for,
Right.
and after that point, how long she was with the freedom fighters.
Yeah, or any of that.
They didn't timestamp,
they
so
didn't
you
go
don't really
into
know
it at all either.
Yeah. You don't know how long she spent actually
But it
being
was like
friends
the
with him,
perfect.
and how much time she spent like being against him.
Yo, it was the perfect setup though to have a whole rebellion ass movie in
Yeah.
this Star Wars ass world
Yeah.
against this Darth Vader ass dude.
Yeah. And even
And
though
they
like,
literally could have named dropped like they could have Disney owns all that shit.
yeah,
They
they
could've
could have
just been
name
like-
dropped anything.
Like Paul Rudd could have got fucked up and he'd be like, oh man, dude, this guy's like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
That would have been cool.
Like a Tom Holland moment. Or
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, I
that
don't know.
what is it? That Gooby guy? I don't even know his name. The guy who has no
Who
holes.
has no holes when he gets holes?
Yeah,
That guy's hilarious.
That guy's
Yo.
cool.
Yeah.
Even though he was running and shit like that.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
that
Yo,
was dope.
Janet was getting her cheeks clapped by the old dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How is he? Is he human? He's not human, right?
Yeah.
not
So
she's unfaithful. Fucking cheater.
that was weird, by the
Yeah.
way.
I mean, he was 30
We
years.
didn't-
a weird
But, like,
insert.
we
We didn't
didn't
need
need
that.
to.
Yeah,
We didn't need that.
We
We
didn't
didn't
need
need
that.
that. That was a weird
That's
insert.
That was just
I'm not gonna
weird.
lie.
And then even like their conversation in the ship, I was like, okay, why do we have
especially
to
'cause the
talk
guy
about
just, like,
this?
The guy just turns on her like, oh yeah, like he was pretty convincing.
Well,
And
because
then, and then that guy's irrelevant
Yeah, he
for
is.
the rest of the movie.
Yeah, he is.
Like they had this meeting with this guy, and then just for them to
Yo,
get the ship.
I would have
essentially.
loved if they were, because in that moment, right, when they get into the ship, I think it's Hope.
Yeah,
She
Yeah.
throws a little
the disc thing.
disc thing that makes something small big.
Yeah.
Had they
It
been
was the
doing
octopus.
that,
The
had
octopus.
they been doing that to other things in the movie, that would have been dope.
It'd been cool.
To see other like quantum shit that was actually on a larger scale.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, that's true.
Also, for a character named Hope, she has little hope.
Yeah.
Like, yo, she did not have any hope in anything.
Yeah, the first introduction into the quantum realm was really cool though.
Is
It was.
Is
With,
there-
with
is
that
there-
big sun eating thing that was
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
And
it
then
was.
Scott gets big, and then he chucks it out, and then another
Yeah.
big thing picks it up, and you're like, "Yo, like, this is a really cool world that they
It is,
just
for
brought
sure.
us into."
Yeah.
Is there anything further than the quantum realm then? Because
I
like it just creates like it's like a.
I think it's
just
just
a normal.
I think it's
world,
just miniature quantum. Like you can just go deeper into the quantum realm.
It's like
Okay.
Yeah.
what are those? The
Subsections?
Russian egg dolls. Is
Yeah.
that what they're called?
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever. I know what you're talking
Smaller,
about.
Smaller. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's weird. There's a lot of stuff to critique about it, but I still enjoyed the movie.
No,
Yeah,
I was still
enjoy
sitting
it.
there
I
like
did enjoy the
enjoying the
movie
movie.
too. Yeah.
You know, regardless of the shit that was wrong.
I feel
with
like
it.
I feel like part of it was like the enjoyment was like there's finally some direction.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
The last two movies have been kind of.
Like at least like there's nothing at
Yeah,
least in our
I feel
face,
that.
I guess.
Yeah, that's
It-
true.
I feel maybe it's just because we went through just a list or just a run of shitty MCU movies
Mm-hmm.
where this kind of just felt a little bit like just better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're kind of like, okay, this is like a little bit of breath of fresh air type of thing.
I mean, we had Black Panther.
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. I just want to quickly.
like Black, I guess.
I just want to quickly touch on.
Yeah.
You know the ants, they all of a sudden aged so much. In
compared
like,
to these guys.
Yeah.
But they sectioned off so that you could say they were in a different quantum
right,
realm.
but we're saying that the amount that their mind aged in that little.
It was like 1,000 years. They said
right,
1,000
and an
years.
ant's brain can handle that.
No, they didn't. No, it wasn't like that.
Yo.
It was kind of playing into what happened with Endgame,
Yeah.
where they ended up like back 1,000 years or something, and their civilization has been expanding since then.
Since then.
And then by the time like Scott guys landed
Yeah.
wherever they were,
Yeah, yeah.
they had already been 1,000 years advanced.
Advanced. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when they
But
swarm,
they don't explain it too well. But like
they
that's
don't, 'cause
essentially how
when
it
they
is. Yeah.
swarm, Kang.
Mm-hmm.
I expected him to do his little like explosion thing that
Yeah.
he does in his flashbacks of him
Before-
killing people.
Yo, he was such a beast in his flashbacks.
He was, especially the fact that he killed Thor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
The
I know. I
scaling
don't
doesn't
know.
make sense.
I don't know, cause like he had the core when they fought.
yeah, he did. That's the other thing,
Yeah.
bro. The core they said was neurologically linked to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means they couldn't even use the core to open up a gate anywhere. He could have just closed it on thought.
Yeah. That's also weird.
Well, I guess it was his chair. Like
The
maybe
ship.
he has
It
to
was
be
a ship.
attached
It
to
was a
the
ship that
chair.
was attached. But
Maybe.
it seemed like he created this whole empire, like to mimic his ship. Like
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
attach the
Yeah.
neurological link, and
That's
that's it.
that's his dynasty, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Man. It's weird.
But
But also,
yeah.
okay, when Ant-Man's running through and he's huge and he's like, "You lied to me" or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Kang's just like, "Can you guys hurry this up? Like somebody has like, yo, you guys stop him." Like, bro, go out there,
Yeah. Beat his
wombo
ass.
combo him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I
like,
really wanted
like that.
him.
It didn't make sense. There were so many
Yeah.
moments, like just brief. I want to see like 5-10 seconds of just, I guess, awkwardness
Yeah.
from like just as a viewer watching it, because I'm just like, this is a moment where Kang could have done something, and
100%.
he didn't, and he just sat
Yeah.
there doing nothing.
The thing is, like, so Scott gets big, right?
Yeah.
And normally when he gets big, he's like fighting people.
Yeah.
He's not normally in a city.
Yeah.
That should have been the perfect opportunity for him to be like, I am Godzilla. And just fucking popped
Yeah.
off and just started breaking shit.
He
Because
had
when's
the-
he going to be able to do
Also,
that again?
what was weird was
He had the moment where he's like, "It feels like I'm hugging Godzilla."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He did.
that.
have
Yeah,
that.
okay, that was a
Yeah.
moment. That was kind of weird though. Like, it's a nitpicky moment, I guess. They're both big. They should just be feeling like they're hugging
Normal?
normal people. Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I don't know.
It would have been different if it was like, you know,
He
she's a
was
little bit
small.
smaller and
Yeah.
she's like hugging his leg, and yeah.
But then that's just like, why? Anyways.
Yeah,
I
I,
think-
don't know. I just thought it was weird.
But I think that, like, his core and the way he made his
City?
headquarters,
The
like,
city?
the
Yeah.
main headquarter
Yeah,
part, the rings that were moving around it,
yeah.
around it reminded me of Shang-Chi.
They did.
They did.
So now
but they didn't say
they don't
like
reference
they're not
it at
actually
all, and they
Shang-Chi.
might maybe it's set up for something later on.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that Shang-Chi's rings
Rings
are probably a prototype
of like what these are.
what these are from way back in the day. Because again, he can time travel, right? And they
Yeah.
claim that the rings are
Yeah.
super old, but they're
Yeah.
actually from the future.
That's true.
Guess.
I can see
And
that.
the magic is
I can
just
100% see
tech.
that.
Tech.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's such an MCU thing to do, though.
Yeah.
Turn everything into tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they
Man.
were saying it's
I'm-
pulsing into the multiverse,
I'm like,
right?
I'm
Yeah,
less
yeah, it did say.
And this would make sense. if
I'm
it-
less
into the
disappointed
Kang-
about this movie, but more disappointed just about how they handled the overall come up of Kang.
Yeah.
Cause they could have sliced him in every single movie in different ways.
Yeah.
Even as like
yeah.
here's like another thought I had was just like if they just had him in the background, like just Kang's actor in the background,
Mhm.
and it was kind of like you'd have to like one of those things where you freeze frame
Freeze
it
frame
or
and
go
see
back
him.
and you'd see him,
Yeah.
and then because then you'd know like there's a time where he just took something
Right.
or planted something and you wouldn't have noticed it otherwise.
Well, I mean, even if they had like, I don't know, maybe just like made their movies be more I don't know, like just the way that I don't know, just like structured their movies like Doctor Strange, even Spider-Man, what else that came out? There was like Moon Knight,
Yeah.
She-Hulk,
Okay, series 2, right?
like everything,
Yeah.
just like
yeah, Miss
everything.
Marvel.
Mhm.
And Miss Marvel, just like in those
Yeah,
like movies,
Ye-
whatever's happening is happening because it
because
came.
of Kang.
But
Yeah.
you
Just
don't know
include him in
that
some way.
until later
until later
on. Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Like-
That would have been great.
Because you know how in like Loki we see like each timeline or something.
Yeah.
Like we see the screen. We
Like
see
he's
each
heavily involved with the timeline stuff.
Like I don't know what if it, I don't know how they would explain it, how they could do it, but like obviously they're the creatives, and I guess maybe that's why they're doing what they're doing. But
Yeah.
it could have been like a thing that happens, and like for example, like for
Like the
Loki,
timeline plays out.
we see the timeline, and then it just disappears. But
Yeah.
we don't know why it disappeared.
Yeah.
But they just showed that it
That'd be cool.
disappeared.
Mm.
And then
cool.
later on, it's like a connection that like, oh shit, it was
Yeah.
Kang.
going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been just like some random shit
Yeah.
like that, just like
The
at least
littlest
set
thing-
up
the
like
littlest
more
thing would've gone
Kang.
like,
Yeah.
a long way.
Yeah,
100%.
Because even with Miss Marvel, Kang wouldn't really be relevant there.
Yeah.
But the way she gets her powers, you could have it as like a turn of fate because of what Kang did. Because her
sure. Yeah,
bangles or whatever are from back in the day, and that could also
Yeah.
be tech related to Kang.
The thing is,
Right.
like, Thanos' first on-screen appearance,
It was crazy.
he fucks up Hulk.
oh
and
yeah.
you're
Well,
like,
I mean,
you're like,
I mean,
who's this guy? Like, the others are
Okay.
just like
the post credit scenes.
post-credit scenes. I mean,
Yeah.
like, actual scenes.
but even those post credit scenes
yeah.
where he's just sitting there on
menacing.
the rock,
Yeah, yeah.
that shows.
But I mean, like, you...
Because you could tell he's plotting, like something's happening,
100%,
and then like
100%.
considering that
Yeah.
like nearly every movie that came out during the Infinity Saga had an Infinity Stone,
Right.
Yeah.
you knew it had something to do with Thanos.
Right.
Yeah, and
But-
even Iron Man having his night terrors. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
100%. But, like, the thing is, this guy's first introduction is this.
yeah,
Like, Kang's.
yeah.
Like, he didn't feel as
Well,
menacing.
it was
No.
Loki.
Well, I
No,
mean, yeah,
no,
Loki.
but
I mean,
Loki, he's
yeah,
just
that
he's
one
just sitting
pissed me
there.
off,
No, but
bro.
Loki, he's just sitting there,
Yeah.
and you can kind of equate that to, like when they show him in the post credit scene for like
Right,
Avengers or
right.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, like,
But now that you've actually seen him-
on screen, he fucks up Hulk
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
you see him and he's not the same level. Like, again,
Yeah.
I said it before, is I didn't feel any sort of stakes
Stakes?
during
Yeah.
the movie. And I also didn't think that this guy was a crazy level villain, especially if you don't know anything about him. As
Yeah.
someone who's like
That's
not
true.
a comic book
And
reader,
especially, like-
you would be like, okay, who's this dude? He's just
Yeah.
some rando.
And especially with like we know MCU doesn't follow Marvel's template and stuff
Yeah.
like too often.
The
Yeah.
comics, yeah.
But like when you look at Kang the Conqueror, he is one of their biggest villains.
Villains,
And
Yeah.
he's in the way that his mindset is, he's actually worse than Thanos. Like,
Yeah.
so they should have built this guy up in such a better way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's because maybe Kang isn't the end game?
It's somebody else.
For this phase.
Like, because after
Like-
Kang Dynasty, what's the next one? I forgot what it's called. Or
They have
even if
Secret Wars.
Yeah, Secret
But
Wars.
that's like
Secret
the Skrull
Wars.
stuff, right?
yeah.
So, is it?
Yeah, Secret Wars is Skrulls.
So they're
Yeah.
going from Kang Dynasty to Secret Wars?
But a Kang could have
but
a
I don't think
hand
Kang,
in
but
all
I don't
that.
think Kang Dynasty is the end of Kang though. Like
Well-
I wasn't under the assumption that Kang Dynasty would have
'Cause-
been like heavily just building upon Kang.
No, I was thinking Kang Dynasty was gonna be Avengers versus Kang,
Mhm.
but it was gonna be like a sort of a prelude to the actual war.
Yeah, that's
So like
what I
like
thought.
it was gonna devastate the world.
Yeah.
And that devastation was gonna allow for Secret Wars to happen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is like this filler arc happening prior to then again once they resolve all that,
Yeah.
then the final
Because
like
especially with the multiverse now being included and different timelines,
yeah
you can have Kang do some like absurd shit like killing people off
yeah
and then
just
having it be in a dire situation and then bring everyone back, because like you could say like timelines merge, like incursions happened, and then
you can
these
literally
characters
just
came
hop
back.
to another multiverse, everyone's alive.
Yeah, like
Or you can just
they have so much freedom to
Yeah.
do so much
No, yeah.
with Kang Dynasty.
yeah
So I was expecting that to be,
they
Like a
have so
prelude.
much, like they have so many now options that they can use. Go to another multiverse, gather all the
Yeah.
Infinity Stones, bring everybody back. Go to another multiverse, use the Eternity to wish everybody back.
yeah,
You know, like go to another multiverse where there's the what's it called, the Book of Ashanti.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, like there's so many
Well-
different things you can
Yeah.
use.
The Book of Shanti is gone.
Is gone, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. A different
yeah.
timeline.
No,
then. I don't know.
because technically that book there's only that one book
It was
for
the
all
one book,
multiverses.
yeah.
Multiverses, but what about
Yeah.
a different timeline? I don't know.
Exactly, that's true. That's true, actually.
Well, okay. The only thing that I was playing into was, you know how like there was like rumors that potentially Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
See, yeah, good.
Go
so like, what if it transitions from Kang to Doom
But
rather
that
than
just-
Kang actually being like the endgame villain?
But they should have done it
it
sooner?
feels out of place. It should have been Doom,
Doom
to Kang.
first, then Kang.
It should have been Doom to Kang.
Because Doom is dope. He's a fucking
Yeah.
unreal character.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it should have been
Oh,
Doom.
that
and
was
then
another
Kang.
thing. Like
There's
from one of the things I read with Doctor Doom, he's like in the comics, he's envious of Kang's tech,
and then he
Uh-huh.
becomes.
and then people were just saying how crazy that is. The
Yeah.
fact that Doctor
Doom.
Doom's one of the smartest brains,
Yeah.
like
And
across.
he's like envious of Kang.
but
Yeah.
he becomes Doom the Conqueror.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So
That
he
too.
takes Kang's like
Spot.
tech, and then he becomes that.
Well,
person.
that's what
so
I'm
if
saying.
you're
So
saying
like,
that
what
they're
if
gonna
it?
merge and like make this ultra super.
Some shit. I don't know, man.
but
Yeah.
even then, it would have been better had they introduced Doctor Doom initially.
Yeah,
They defeat him in some way where
he's like gone for a
he's
little bit.
gone for a
Yeah.
little bit. Kang comes in,
Yeah,
and then Doctor Doom comes back because he's been spending time.
he's
Yeah.
like plotting and
Reevaluate-
shit.
yeah.
Exactly.
And then he takes over, and that
But
would have
then
been cool
he
because
would
you would have
have
been like, "Yo,
to-
Doctor Doom's back."
But the thing is, he would
Yeah,
have to be
like-
smarter
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Kang, who already knows about things that are happening, right?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
it's
the
like,
guy
I
that's
don't
seen
know.
End of Time.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
It's-
don't know.
It's tough to move up from Kang,
Yeah.
I don't know.
which is why it's weird that they downplayed him in such a way.
Yeah.
Because they shouldn't, if they're gonna downplay him like that and have him lose to Ant-Man, they shouldn't have called him Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
He should have
shouldn't
just been a Kang
Yeah.
and then just kind of gone from there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's true. I mean, I feel like the stakes should have been like him leaving or not,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
quantum realm,
Yeah.
and like I feel like at the end of the movie he should have.
Or just be more apparent with it. Like even though that explosion happened, have the post-credit scene actually show where
That
he's
like
at,
alive.
that he's
or
alive,
something. Yeah.
that he's inside that thing, and maybe he's learning or doing something while he's in there.
No,
Like the stakes are
100%.
still there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he didn't
okay.
actually,
But I guess like that's what they tried to do with like all the other like the Council of Kangs.
Council of Kangs, yeah. But again, like I thought, like if they exiled him, they feared him, right?
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah.
So the fact that they defeated this Kang means all the other Kangs ain't shit. Then.
No, well, here's with the Council of Kangs though, the way they ended that cutscene,
Yeah.
it seems like even if they don't go this Kang the Conqueror route, because you could say because we expected Kang the Conqueror,
Yeah.
like they got rid of Kang the Conqueror, like sure,
Mhm.
but because they have this Council of Kangs now, they're like now that they have a multiversal threat,
yeah.
their plan is gonna be to stop these guys. So
Yeah.
now it's all
Like
these Kangs.
organized,
It's an organized group of Kangs
moving against.
moving
okay.
against the multiverse.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense.
and
Yeah.
that could be some crazy shit
It could.
if they handle it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Like it's not just one big bad; it's like
I'd rather
several.
I'd rather
Yeah.
it still be like the one big bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it can be.
I would like it to be just the one.
But when
but-
it's several, then that means each Avenger is gonna have like a flushed out potentially fight with the big bad.
Could be.
Whereas, like against Thanos, everyone was having portions
take
against
turns.
him,
They take
and then
turns.
it was one person who finished him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And that could still be cool.
Yeah.
Because depending on the version of Kang, their
I just
like,
strength,
it
their,
becomes-
their
yeah.
ability and their
yeah,
strength
yeah.
would be different.
That's right. So it becomes a series of 1v1s instead of a raid boss.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
but
Yeah,
also
but, like,
and
I-
also the series of 1v1s can be tapered into their skill level,
yeah.
Mhm.
right? So if somebody does win, you're not like
Because
you're not
someone,
immediately just like
'cause
oh,
someone had
that's
also
BS.
said, someone we watched the movie with said that this is gonna end with a tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
because that's
tournament
of
yeah.
Avengers killing
Avengers fighting the Kangs.
each other. Oh, I thought he was saying killing each other.
Oh,
Like he's pitting the Avengers
think that
against
is-
each
themselves.
other. Okay,
Yeah,
that would
'cause
be
another
crazy.
Yeah, I think that's
So-
a storyline, right?
Yeah, I think it
Another,
is. a
yeah, because
storyline.
another thing I read was Kang hates the Avengers.
Okay.
In one of the storylines, he had the choice to either bring back somebody he loved
Yeah.
or kill the Avengers, and he chose to kill the Avengers.
Damn.
Like he actually hates the Avengers.
Damn.
So like,
That's actually hilarious.
yeah. Like if that was Black Adam, he would have brought back
Okay,
his
bro.
girl.
Anyways.
How'd we get to Black?
Yeah. Can
Yo.
we so we're gonna move to ratings now.
Sure. Sure.
So
I'd give it a 7.
okay.
I'd give
Yeah,
it
I think a 7's good.
Yeah, I'd
7's fair.
also give it a 7.
Yeah, like my initial rating was like an 8.5 because of how enjoyable the movie
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Because it was kind of like it's ridiculous, but it's enjoyable.
yeah, yeah.
And then I realized I gave it an 8.5 because I haven't liked the recent past record of
Some
the MCU.
recency bias and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we just real quick talk about the cast
Sure.
for
Oh, yeah.
their daughter?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I
recast
don't know if
her?
you knew about that.
Yeah, no, I knew.
Oh, yeah.
She found out on like social media or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those of you that don't know, the actress that played Ant-Man's daughter
Cassie in
Endgame.
in Endgame found out about her recast through social media.
yeah, like they didn't even tell her straight up.
Yeah.
Like she found out when all of us found out. Like when they, had
Yeah.
they showed the poster and then she's like, "Oh, I guess I'm not in this one."
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's crazy.
what
We don't
I'm
know
what I'm
why,
assuming
yeah.
is what happened is when the Endgame came out,
They were
because
100%.
it was like hella reliant on Ant-Man
Yeah.
Yeah.
with his quantum realm tech
Yeah.
and stuff, that they needed to show him, coming home, seeing Cassie, and then Cassie's all grown up. So they kind of just shoved in like a random
actress, yeah.
just to
Yeah.
play that role for that like 5 minutes that she was on screen.
Yeah.
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 And then now they actually decided who to choose.
Who to cast,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so
No,
it's
that
not-
makes sense.
It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of like she probably thought that was like her break into MCU,
Yeah.
and then she just didn't get the role,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks.
It's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor her. Next time.
Yeah.
Maybe another multiverse or
I
something.
mean,
Yeah.
even this Cassie, like she was, I don't know if it was her acting or if it was just the dialogue, but like she was okay.
Bro, she
She was more impressionable because I don't
Yeah.
even remember who the other one was.
Yeah.
But like again, the other one only had like 5 minutes of screen time,
Barely.
so you can't even say anything about that.
She kind of looked like the girl from Spy Kids.
A little bit,
Yeah. So Spy Kids
Sure.
meets Shark Boy Lava Girl meets Star Wars.
yeah. That's
Crazy,
true.
bro.
No, actually, that's the only way to describe this movie.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of all those movies, but did nothing good that those movies did. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was like enjoyable, but like there's very clear flaws.
Yeah.
in the movie.
In the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's all we got, though.
Yeah, that's all
I
we
think,
got.
Yeah.
I think we're
Can't
yeah.
really rag on this movie any more than we already have. We tried not to, I swear.
I mean, I'm still excited to see what like is coming.
Yeah.
like, with Kang specifically, because I like what
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors is
I do
doing.
like
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
like
for
he
sure.
was 100%
He was cool.
like
The best part of the movie.
Yeah,
100%.
he
Best
was,
part of
he
the
was,
movie,
he
easily.
was.
his acting was great.
You're so
Yeah.
intrigued with this character.
For sure.
Yeah. And I kind of wish like if he hadn't revealed himself to or had Janet not seen his mind
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he just kind of
Escape.
did a switch, like he like did a switch up on her,
Yeah.
and she found out after that this guy's actually just destroying shit, and she was kind of she was forced to be by his side
Mm-hmm.
because like she would have died otherwise, and
Yeah.
she just found a way to escape.
Yeah.
Because then you know how everyone was kind of like, oh, Janet, like fuck her, like all the random like resistance groups were like,
yeah.
because like depending on who you ask, they hate Janet or they like her.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends on what side of the war you were on.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be like kind of like evil in that sense because she got forced to be evil,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been so much cooler.
I guess, but then, yeah.
Like
No. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
let me do this. let me make the story.
But it was very
Yeah,
again
bro.
like Hope was the one that like delivered the final blow
Yeah,
on
Gang.
Kangs.
Yeah.
Very MCU.
yeah,
Here we go.
that's true.
Here we go.
I guess so.
Oh fuck.
Two back-to-back MCU films.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck. We're.
I mean, no, this one wasn't that much, I don't think, but
No, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, she barely had a part in
I
the
mean,
movie,
yeah,
bro.
you
It's
had-
called
you had-
Ant-Man
you had-
and Wasp.
Yeah.
You had
Bitch did nothing the whole movie. Let her.
but you had Cassie be like upfront, like
yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, she stung.
I mean,
And
they
same with Janet. Like, I mean,
they realistically should have just called the movie Ant-Man Quantumania.
yeah.
yeah.
Just had
Sure.
like the Ant-Man Wasp thing be like it's kind of like one-off
Mhm.
title.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that the reason why they're naming it Quantumania, like Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, is because in Ant-Man and Wasp they had used like the word quantum just all over the place, so they're kind
Mm.
of just playing like onto that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Great.
I don't know if that's fact, like don't fact check me or something. I don't know. But
You know,
that's just what I read online.
The
So.
the other thing that I didn't touch on was in the beginning of the movie, he's kind of like being ostracized by his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're turning a blind eye to people, and you don't
Yeah.
help them, you don't save them.
They-
And then when they enter the
Dude.
quantum realm, he's like, "Bro, I don't turn a blind eye to people.
Yeah.
I save everybody."
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah. No, they.
just-
I think they should. They should have had, like I was telling you guys before. They should have actually had character growth for this guy,
yeah,
for Ant-Man.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because you have this trilogy, there's no character growth really. Like all of it happens in the first one,
Mhm.
Mhm.
nothing really happens in the second one, and this third one it's totally different because now he's relishing in the past of like things that he used to do,
Yeah.
and he's not really doing shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then there should have been a struggle of him through the quantum realm of him,
With
like-
his identity and stuff.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like, okay, like you know what, fine, like I guess it is our war type of thing.
Yeah.
But like, right off the bat, he's kind of like, okay, like I guess we'll save him. Like it happened so quick.
That's true. It did happen. It
Right?
happened way too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it should have been like the moment where his daughter gets taken should have been the moment where he's like, I guess it's also it's my war too type of thing.
Yeah.
Like that should have been the trigger for him to,
Mhm.
yeah. And that would have made a lot more sense because half the shit he was doing was because of his daughter.
Yeah.
Ant-Man becomes the leader of the Avengers and dies at the end of the Kang saga.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I'm like, I thought you were dropping facts.
Like, what are you
No,
talking about?
I'm
right
just.
Oh,
I'm
you're
it's
calling
it's
it?
2023. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
All right. All right.
now? Get away from me. You better die before that.
Bro, in his Baskin Robbins costume, bro, I swear.
Oh, another cool thing. I guess it's like a trivia thing or whatever. But like,
Fun fact.
yeah, his
Jugs, fun fact of the day.
his nickname thing on like his name tag
Yeah.
at Baskin Robbins. That's actually his son's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dope.
That's dope.
Anyways,
So,
Yeah, that's all that we got for you guys. That was our Ant-Man discussion review. Shitting on it, liking
whatever,
it,
whatever. Yeah.
whatever you want to call
you gotta
it.
agree with us.
You
you gotta agree with us.
You
No.
don't have to agree
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Go down there in the comments if you guys have seen the movie. Let us know what you guys have. Let us know what you guys think about the
Think.
movie.
Yeah.
If you guys got any theories on like where we're going with like
Yeah.
Kang and whatnot,
Or something we got wrong.
Yeah.
Or
if we got
something
missed,
wrong.
let us know.
yeah,
Yeah.
let
We're
us
just
know in the
blatantly
comments.
shitting on this movie, and then there's like something staring us right in the face.
Yeah. No, I mean
Yeah.
that's fair. If there is something, let us know.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. Go in our description. We got our Twitter and TikTok. Again, Instagram coming literally never.
Yeah.
Uh,
At this point, it's a meme.
No.
We're just never gonna have an Instagram.
no, never.
Yeah, there's no
But-
point.
but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.